Now, I'm a little confused here. You mean to tell me that after 4 years, the FBI finally comes up with a new suspect? He's black, may have ties to Antifa. He's living with his mother, and he's this sophisticated? So we got a couple of options with this, because I don't trust anything the FBI says. Either Christopher Wray and the FBI and this FBI knew this Brian fellow was associated with the pipe bombs, and they've been hiding and covering this up because, remember, this was all about white supremacists and MAGA. Now we find out as a black guy, he's with Antifa when they told us all this time there's no such thing as Antifa. So either they're covering up for Antifa or they're covering up because of his race. One of the two. Or is it possible that he's not even the pipe bomber? Because I can't believe this guy was so sophisticated. He hid from the FBI for 4 years. I heard he's living with his mother. He was 25 when this happened. I think he's 30 now. Somebody got some explaining to do. And Steve Baker over at The Blaze, 2 weeks ago, we even covered the video. The female by the name of Shawnee, if I'm not mistaken, they said it was a 93 to 98% that she was the person. She was a former with the Capitol Hill Police, and she's some kind of security at the CIA now. She stopped working at the Capitol Hill Police after this incident. She was at the CIA, but we said, oh, that's not the person. So Cash Patel, they couldn't come up with no other person until this story came out. That Steve Baker, he got some explaining to do too, because I quoted him. And I said that Steve Baker was pretty sure about this incident, unless you said it was two pipe bombers. If he is the pipe bomber, he didn't work alone. That's a fact. No way you're gonna get me to believe that he's the pipe bomber and he worked alone. If he was with Antifa, he damn sure didn't work alone. And I'm not gonna believe that the FBI didn't know this guy. They had to see the whole January the 6th narrative would have never worked if they had arrested this Antifa, this black Antifa member. Wouldn't have been no Liz Cheney and that whole crew with the kick Donald Trump off the ballots. So either the government had a whole cover up to frame Donald Trump and his supporters so they can make him look bad, or they were trying to protect Antifa and a black guy. One of the two. I just want somebody, I want Cash Patel because they had a press conference. Bug Guy did. I guess he had the right jacket on this time. They had a press conference, and you telling me this is the information y'all giving us? So explain to me how this went unsolved for 4 years. Explain to me how all of this time you never came up with a suspect when y'all was hunting down grandmas who just walked inside the Capitol Hill. You not a little suspicious of this? Because I'm highly suspicious now. I don't believe a damn thing that the FBI says now. No FBI. I never have been fond of the FBI or the CIA, but a damn sure don't believe them now because we didn't call them lying too much. Cash Patel and the FBI said this is the guy. So if this is the guy, Christopher Wray and the Biden administration and a bunch of people still working for the FBI has some explaining to do. Because the whole thing with this little Shawnee woman who worked for the Capitol Hill Police, she was a Lebesian, by the way. She can sue somebody now then, right? Because if you're saying all this time that you got the story wrong, but you didn't know anything until her name came out, and then you said, no, we got a suspect. He happens to be black. He happens to be part of Antifa when there's not supposed to be an Antifa. So this guy is still living with his mother, but he concocted this elaborate scheme. Now, they said he was investigating him in 2021 or so, and Christopher Wray dropped the investigation. Somebody want to explain that? And there's no use to them subpoenaing nobody because the Republican, after they issue a subpoena, the person don't show up, they don't even arrest them. So I like somebody to explain to me. I'm not buying the whole story. Either he is the guy and they always knew it and they were lying to us to protect Antifa and because he's black. I mean, if Barack Obama had a son, technically, this guy could be that son. Somebody got some damn explaining to do, and I like to hear the explanation.